and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. Today I'm making a card to celebrate the last day of summer, and I'm using Lawn Fawn's Happy Trails stamp set. And I'll be coloring these with Copic markers, and I'll put the colors that I'm using up on the screen. I'm only using one color instead of a couple colors to blend, because I didn't really think I needed to blend these since these are such small images. Also, I'm going to be using a new technique I decided to try out. Since I'm using Copic markers, I used Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink to stamp the images, and I'm using Copic friendly paper, and this is Spectrum Noir paper that I'm using. I'll list all the products that I'm using below in the description, and if you click on any links that are affiliate links, that helps me by giving me a % of the sale if you purchase from any of the stores that the links take you to. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's a way to support small creators like me to help pay for our hosting and editing software. This is a YouTube hop to celebrate the end of summer, and so you can see different paper projects that celebrate the end of summer on this hop. And if you just go to the description below, I'll have a link to the next person on the hop. I speeded up all the coloring and things like that so that this video won't be too long. I had the idea to do this card this way since my sister gave me this Lawn Fawn stamp set. So my idea was to use these Enamel Accents to put on the camper, and I thought it would look like those old-fashioned campers that were kind of made of aluminum, or at least I guess it was, and it kind of has an enamel look to them. So I'm going to put the white on one and red on the bottom of the other, and after these dry, then I'll do the reverse side. I'm doing 2 of these because I didn't know how this would turn out. If both campers turn out good, then I'll just save one for a future project. Always put extra things that I color in with the stamp set that I use. That way, the next time I use that stamp set, I'll have some things to use in the future. Next, I cut out some circles with the Lawn Fawn Stitch Circle dies from Bristol Smooth paper because I want to do some blending with this. So I go ahead and put on my powder tool because I'm going to emboss these clouds, and that's the cloud die from the same stamp set. And then I'm going to use my Wagner heat tool to emboss it. And this will do an emboss resist. I'm using Tim Holtz Distress Ink's Tumble Glass and Salty Ocean to make the sky background. Most of the people on this hop are smaller YouTube creators, so when you watch and like our videos, it helps us all grow in YouTube's algorithm so we can grow our channel and more people will find our channels and our videos. All of the people on this hop is from the Facebook group Handmade Happiness, and a lot of them are so talented. I'm sure you're going to get lots of ideas from the different projects. I'm looking forward to see what everyone comes up with. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate if you would subscribe. Also, it helps creators if you watch our entire video, and that helps us move up in the algorithm also. Next, I cut out some Bristol Smooth cardstock with Lawn Fawn stitched mountain borders, and then I cut it with the circle that I cut out the other one with so that it'll match up. I'm using Tim Holtz Distress Ink again, and I started with weathered wood and then I changed to pumice stone. I did a little bit more of the weathered wood on top and a little bit more of the pumice stone on the bottom because that's where I'm going to put the trailer in the car, and I thought the pumice stone looked more like a road color. I was kind of excited to do this one because I've always kind of dreamed of having a trailer like this. I really like those old Shasta trailers, although I don't have a car that I could actually tow one with. Next, I cut out some more Bristol Smooth cardstock with a Lawn Fawn grassy cutout, and it's actually from a shadow box card, and of course then again with the circle die. I'm using mowed lawn and old paper distress ink to do this, and I'm trying to use 2 colors on everything because in nature, of course, everything is not just one solid color. I'm using a tape runner to attach all of these pieces together. I cut out the snow caps with the Lawn Fawn dies that go with the mountains, and I used Lawn Fawn Pixie dust paper for that, which is a white glitter paper that looks like snow. I'm using the tape runner again for this. I think glue would have worked better. I'm attaching a piece of an old map to my top of my card, and I'm going to use that for my background paper. I saw someone else on another hop using a map, and I thought it was funny because I had this idea a long time ago and I just never got around to doing it. And the thing is this old map I'm using, I discovered it was the same map that we used when I was a kid. I think I was in 4th grade, maybe junior high, I don't remember. And we drove to Texas, and I could tell it was because it had the triptych on it from AAA. And I remember my dad showing me how to read a map, and I thought it was fun watching to see how we drove along around the triptych. Now I chose this part of the map because in the top corner it has Colorado Springs, which is where I was born. For the images, I used my Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue to attach them to my card. These 2 trees you didn't see me color because these were already done, because I like to make images in multiples and then save them with my stamps so I have them for the future. So these were already made from a previous card. This card really reminds me of summer because growing up my family went once when I was in junior high to Colorado as a road trip, and then we went my senior year when I graduated to a dude ranch, and that was kind of in place of our senior trip, and I really liked that because we got to go horseback riding every day. Growing up, we also went camping a lot, and when we first started out, I remember probably kindergarten, 1st grade, I think my mom and dad bought a big tent, and we would take that up to the Lake of the Ozarks and go camping and a few other places. And not long later, I think maybe when I was in 2nd grade, maybe 3rd grade, I don't remember, then Mom and Dad got a pop-up trailer. And then we took that camping, it seemed like every other weekend with my cousins, who they had just bought a boat that summer also. And so the first time we went up, we brought both of our station wagons, the boat, and the trailer. Then after that, we left the boat up there, and then we all piled in our station wagon and took the trailer up there. And then we also took it other places other years. Finally, I added some glossy accents to the windows and the tires to make them look shiny. I hope you enjoyed the video.